Okay, what we'll be showing you is how to prepare your kitchen cabinetry for stone bench tops. Some basic tools: we'll need a drill, our circular saw, a straight edge, tape measure and a pencil. We'll obviously need some screws, and always we've got our protective gear with us as well today. So what we'll be doing is cutting our substrate down slightly smaller than the cabinetry, which has been instructed by our stonemason. The substrate is primarily here to support the weight of the bench tops so that there's no breaking and damage to the tops when they go in. We shall measure our cabinetry. You can measure our substrate, and that's quite close. So what we need to do now is just mark what we need to trim off of our substrates, and then they'll be ready to attach. So we're ready to cut. What we'll do is we'll just bring our boards off of the cabinetry. We've got a great working platform here, but we don't want to cut through the cabinets once we're lined up. We need to get our two tops in alignment, and then we can run our straight edge through. Right, so we're all set up ready to cut now. We've got our line marked, we've got our boards butted up to each other, and we've dragged them off of our cabinetry so that when we run our cut through, we're not going to damage our kitchen. And there we are, all cut. Okay, so we've finished cutting our substrate and we've placed it in position as per the instructions from our stonemason. So all we need to now do is just screw it off to the bottom cabinetry, and we always do that from the underside so that if we ever need to take the top off, we can get to the screws and the fixings. The last thing you want to check before you do put your screws in is the length, because what we don't want to see happen is them come up through your cabinetry and through your substrate. So we've measured these ones off and they're going to be fine. The last thing we want to do now that our substrate down is just check that the levels are all still right. The stone only has a 2mm tolerance, so we want to make sure that everything's still level. So here we are, all finished with a perfectly levelled substrate for our new bench top to go onto.